were out of the house before, we were out of the house before 9:30, at like 9:25, so it's before 9:30. It's currently like 1:45. I won't show you right now, get him out. I've picked up Lucky from the vets. He's in a beautiful little wooden carved box, and the box had a hinge on it. I was a little worried about that because all my other urns have had a seal on them, but the hinge, it appears to be sealed, so that's good. It is very good. I'll put his little name tag plaque on there a bit later on when I get home, and he will go with the other guys, so that's good. It's really shit weather today, so I had to find like leggingy things because it's not cold enough to wear like jeans or anything. But yeah, today we're on a strict budget because I paid bills this morning and we pretty much got no money. But that's okay, the bills are paid. I got money put aside for food. I budgeted for my stabbing later today. One thing I would like to say though, we might as well do the ranting while we're in the car, is at the moment there was an attack in London where a man, what I can understand and what I've read either on Twitter and on the news that is really bullshit, bloody people telling false stuff, but anyway, is a man drove across a bridge running people over, and then he went into the gates of Parliament House, I think it was, in London, and he stabbed a cop. And then he was shot by the cop's buddy or partner or whatever, but the cop sadly did not make it, and there are a heap of other injuries from the bridge when he ran them over. Now, the news, or at least the news here, is calling that a terrorist attack. There was one person that has so far been identified as doing all this. There haven't been any sort of other people involved. There has been no identification of any sort of organizations or groups causing this. So yes, it is terrible that it's happened, but why are they calling it a terrorist attack? A terrorist attack is when an outside force kind of is terrorizing a particular place, isn't it? I understand that there is like internal terrorism that can happen, but this was what I can see is an isolated incident. I could be wrong, okay? This still only got like half information coming through, but if it is an isolated incident like it sounds like, and it appears to be, it's not a terrorist attack. It's a disturbed individual acting on whatever it is that they're acting on, hurting people. Why call it a terrorist attack? And on top of that, why is Australia bumping up their security because of this? It happened in London, not here. It's a different matter if it happened in like an airport. You could say, okay, maybe they're targeting like airports around the world and it hasn't happened yet. But normally terrorists are pretty in sync with their plans, so that, like, you know, one does it in one place, another one will do it in another place at roughly the same time, so as to not put the rest of the world on high alert. Just my thoughts on it. Like, I don't believe anything the news says, so I went directly to Twitter this morning and looked at like people's accounts of it, and you can generally get an idea of what's going on because of different individuals' accounts versus what the news reads. And news is bullshit, and news also gets most of their information from Twitter and then, or social medias, and then they summarize it up to whatever they think is good. But scare tactics seem to be working. A lot of people are scared, so good job. Scare tactics are working, causing mass panic in the world for unnecessary reasons. Until you've identified the cause and officially know, don't scare the population. I was just reading a few tweets about the attack in London, and a lot of people from London themselves are saying, yes, it's terrible, but it was an isolated attack. Some are saying it's Muslim, some are not. But they're saying the media is scaring everyone, and the actual London isn't scared that much of it. So I'm going to leave all that I said in the vlog in here, and I thought I would just add this little bit in as it's 9 o'clock this evening since making the vlog, so that night I did a quick Google search on the news, and this is what I found, that the attacker was inspired by international terrorism and Islamic-related terrorism. This is only speculation still, though, I think. I don't know right now if they've officially found anyone or officially linked it to anyone, but as of now, that is what is said about the attacker on one of the top news, insert sarcasm and quote marks, that is on the internet. So I thought I'd just add that in for a bit of a clarification and a wrap up of the terrorist attacks. On top of that, they've said that there's 7 different people have been arrested around London and elsewhere in connections to the attack. So I don't know how they're connected or why they're connected or anything like that. It's very vague, therefore you just kind of like go with it and wait for it to change information. But as of right now, apparently it is an inspiration-rated terrorist attack. So take that as you will. I'm sure we'll get new information in the coming days and an official report from whoever and whatever. But I thought I would add that in out of respect for the ones who have lost their lives in this horrible attack, and as a bit of a clarification from my this morning's views to the information taken this evening. So, yeah. Okay.
I'm just crazy about Easter! Happy, 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 happy Easter!
Okay, it's it's midday, like right on the dot, midday. Anyway, we were at the post office. Miss People. Went grocery shopping to pay my groceries. I forgot half the stuff on the list yesterday, so I thought I'd go in and do some. I'm gonna get stabbed soon. Oh, it's at like 1:15. Pre-stabbing jitters, basically. The good kind, though. Like I'm excited, also a little nervous, and I'm gonna go and get stabbed, and I'll sit there and then I'll probably judge on the pain level. But anyway, it's a piercing that I've been wanting to get for a while, so it should be fun. Should be good. Hopefully they don't fuck it up like the last person. The last person did a good job, except for the fact that it was 2 millimeters lower than it needed to be in my septum. So I can't wear any of like the pretty fancy septum piercings. At the moment today I've got it just some random small ball, and I've put some O-rings on the side so it doesn't fall out, because I'll probably have to take that out when they pierce it. Maybe, I don't know. I thought I'd accommodate in case it does have to come out easier. But yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, I'm getting my septum pierced and one other piercing. I'm getting 2. Double the stabbing. I don't know why I'm like acting like it's a surprise for you. Like, you're gonna see it in like half a second anyway, so anyway. But yeah, like the pre-piercing jitters. New place as well. New place, new person. Somewhere I haven't been before. So that explains the, I wouldn't say nervousness, just the over anticipation, maybe. Like I'm working it up a bit more in my head than it needs to be. As you do. Anyway, I will be back to judge on the pain of that soon-ish. Cows! Oh, you're looking at the locations. Don't look at locations. Cows! Look at the cows! They're going to the cow farm where they can frolic all day and be happy and merry, like Joey's duck and his Joey's chicken. Cows! You're not going to be able to see them properly. Cows! Smell that beautiful country smell. Okay, so I'm outside the stabbing place, and I will go in soon. I can't vlog in there, but I think I'm allowed to take photos, so I'll look as a person. I'm going to do that. Okay. Should be fun. Getting stabbed. So I got stabbed. There's a to talk right now because the bar is extremely long and it looks a little crooked because the bar is kind of sitting crooked, but it's in the middle. It is, trust me. Anyway, I got my septum pierced again, as you can kind of see it there, and I got my philtrum or Medusa upper lip done. There's a bit of blood on there, so I'm sorry, I apologize for that. I've got nothing to clean it up right now that's sterile enough, so I'm gonna leave it. It's not hurting anyone. Yeah, I'm happy with the piercings. Oh, look, a cop. So yeah, everyone's coming now, I think, but I'm happy with them. Great experience. The person was great. I get visual vertigo, if suppose that's what you call it anyway, where if you've got like a lot of like checkers or lines and like black and white and colors and stuff like that, my eyes try to focus on everything and I get a bit dizzy. Their piercing room was nothing but checker black and white floor, and I'm like, oh fuck. But when I looked at the roof and the walls and not at the floor, it was fine. So yeah, that was the only downside of the piercing. Otherwise, the woman was great. Her name was Zoe. She recently had dreadlocks but got them cut off for the charity World's Greatest Shave, I think they call it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm home now. I'm trying to get the sunlight out of the way. I'm sorry for that. I just wanted to show you the Lucky. I got him back today. He's in his nice little box. Got nice little carvings on the top, little wooden box. It has a hinge, but it's been sealed up, which is good because, well, that wouldn't have been good otherwise. I don't plan on scattering his ashes. I'm going to keep them in here and he's going to go up on the shelf with the other guys. So it's good that it's sealed. But yes, that is Lucky. It's good to have him back. Billy sniffed him and stuff, so I'm not sure if he knew what the box was. I'd like to think he did, but yeah, it's good to have Lucky back. And yeah, I'm gonna put him on the box. I have to rearrange the shelf. I've got a couple of guys that are gonna have to move over and a few people move around, but it'll turn out okay. I'm just looking at the shelf now. I'll show you in a minute what the shelf currently looks like. So I'm not sure if I've mentioned these guys in a vlog once before, but here we go. This is a shelf. Okay, so we start off with Napoleon. Where are we? There. Napoleon. He's my first dog who died in 2001. Then we've got Tippy, Sooty, and Roxy. They're two guinea pigs. Oh, hang on. Yeah, rabbit, two guinea pigs. Then we've got Tiger Lily. I'm bad pointing right now. Tiger Lily died in 2012. My old cat. And Smokey, who died in 2015, also an old cat. So Lucky will probably go next to here. These guys will move over a bit and Smokey will sit on top. I've got my old childhood teddy bear, Little Bear, and my mum made. Little pocket pals, I think, and this little dude here, they're a little dusty. He had a bump on his head, so I put a band-aid on it back when I was like 5 or 6 or something like that, and the band-aid's still there. And just like various toys from... There's Dolphin and Toucan I had as babies. And yeah, there's Mr. Puss, one of my old cats. That's Billy. There's another of Napoleon. But yes, that's my shelf of cremated animals. So it's been 3 hours and the swelling is getting a bit big. My conch is doing good. I stretched that up to 14G, or like 1.6 millimeter or something like that. And the other one's like 1.2, something like that. I don't know. I don't have the bit of paper on me, but I stretched that up. So because I didn't have anything else to put in it. So I thought, fuck it, I'll put this bar in. It's the only bar that I had long enough because it was irritated after I had the headset on again. But yeah, I'm liking my piercings. Fat lip. Hey guys, I've reorganized this shelf up here. The 3 urns are now sitting there nicely. You've got Tiger and Napoleon sitting there, and you've got Smokey and Lucky sitting there together. I'm happy with how that sits. Hey guys. Okay, so I had a bit of a nap, as I do on a Thursday, because hanging around people is exhausting. It's currently 7:45 at night. I'm about to sit down and have food. I've got pasta because I'm hoping that that is easy enough to eat. As you can see, my lip is slightly swollen. So it's getting there with the swelling. So bar is a 12mm long, and yeah, it's pretty swollen, but that's okay. I didn't even feel it, like, most of the time. It's just like there. I could feel it rubbing against my gums type thing, but in general, it's no pain. So that's good. And I will downsize the bar in about 4 to 5 weeks when the swelling goes down. Sometimes I can do it earlier, so I'll see how I go. But that will be good, because that way then it doesn't feel like it's digging into my mouth. Anyway guys, I'm going. There's not much else to talk about or do or say, because the day is almost over and it is what it is. I'm tired as well, so anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for watching. That is really bad lighting. I will be doing a piercing progress video vlog thing over the next week to see the swelling difference and how it's healing and everything like that. So stay tuned for that. If you're here for the Medusa piercing initial process thing, I've put some photos in here for you. Hopefully you saw them. I wasn't allowed to vlog in the actual piercing place. I wasn't allowed to video, but I was allowed to take as many photos as I want, and they were quite happy with that, and they like stopped and moved out of the way and like needle halfway through, and they're like stopped and let me take a photo and stuff, so that was good. But yeah, I'm gonna go guys. Hope you had a good one. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys later. Go check out my other videos as well. Be good people guys, and I will catch you later. See ya. I can't smile. It's weird. Ah.